one and tag you killed my father, prepare to die.
Oh God.
Inigo Montoya.
There we go. I don't know. I've never seen the
It's
Princess
not
Bride.
a movie you're allowed to misquote it anyway.
I have never seen it.
Oh my God. God.
Chris, you want to know even something worse? I've never seen Kingpin.
Oh wow. I'm not sure you're allowed to bowl anymore.
I'm gonna have to put forward a motion to ban you from playing D&D until you watch that fucking movie.
Can I watch it during the
I've
stream?
seen that film.
Yeah, you know what?
Kingpin
Start.
Kingpin or Princess Bride?
Oh, Princess Bride.
I was
How
gonna
can you
say
play freaking anything fantasy and not have seen that movie?
I just have never watched it.
Kingpin was a hoot with Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray, and yeah.
Well, that's because everything with Bill Murray is great.
I did watch The Big Lebowski like a year ago.
I do like a lot of Bill Murray things,
That's a good one.
but
I wasn't a
He's
huge fan of
not
Big
bad
Lebowski.
in anything. He's often the best part of a bad movie.
That's fair. Although he's definitely had some. Having watched a lot of his old stuff, he has some pretty bad stinkers that he starred into.
Yes, he hated doing Garfield. So yeah, that's fair.
I'm not even. I'm thinking further back than that, but
nope. Stripes was great.
I haven't watched the entirety of Stripes. I've missed like 25 minutes of it.
Is Stripes the one with the zebra that's a racing horse?
I'm pretty sure Thanatos is going to kill you.
Militarized Winnebago.
Yeah.
Actually,
sorry, what was that, Dan?
What?
What'd you say, Dan? I didn't hear you.
Stripes is the one with the militarized Winnebago.
Nope, never seen it.
Oh, you got to see that one. Now,
have you ever seen What About Bob? That's an old classic.
Nope.
That's a classic, but it gets on my nerves so bad.
Well, that's the point, right?
I know.
You guys can probably list like a fuck ton of movies, and I probably have never seen them.
Most of them were probably made before you were born, dude.
Maybe.
Almost all of them were. Even maybe
you guys
the Princess Bride.
You guys feel old yet? Actually.
All right, so we'll at least get started with what happened last week. So what happened last week is you guys went to the...
Oh, Chris?
Yo.
I'm sorry. Just want to give you a heads up. Ellie just got to her car. So she should be here in like, the way she drives.
20 minutes?
25 minutes, I would think.
Okay, that's fine. I'll update her later. That's not going to be too much of an issue. And I'll control her character. So you guys went to the Emerald Forest, met the elves. They sent you this way. A bunch of bugbears were ritual casting. You did not stop the ritual cast in time. And you see, some people see 3 creatures being summoned, 2 of them that everybody knows, and 1 that Thanatos knows. And with that, we shall start.
The Shadow knows.
So the main creature that you haven't seen, you've obviously, these 2 babaus, basically by name at this point. Babau 1, Babau 2, yep.
Okay, so at this point, we're naming one Daryl, and we're naming the other one Daryl.
Yep.
Hi, it's Daryl, my other brother Daryl.
But the one that you haven't seen before, but Thanatos is Nymphalis, is actually in in a meditative state, with her legs crossed, but she is floating in the air. She has what looks like to be horns on her head, and she has 9 arms. 2 of them...
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of arms.
2 of them are the normal arms that you expect, and you see 7 astral arms, almost like a Buddha with 3 arms on each side plus 1 arm directly up her back.
That's not Buddha. That's like Vishnu. Come on,
Vishnu.
Chris.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm about to get smited.
Meteor
But
swarm.
yes, what you can also see around her is a whole bunch of symbols. Anybody that has either Arcana or religion that is that they have actually God, what's the of course
Efficiency.
Proficiency.
proficiency in. Thank you. You may roll whichever one you choose to. But if you don't have,
see the character.
Only if you have
you
proficiency.
only if you have proficiency.
Okay,
I'm
pretty sure I
trying,
don't.
but hang on.
Take a
Roll,
look.
I had to just reload roll 20 again.
What a surprise. Roll 20 literally just updated in the last 15 minutes. Oh, she gets Arcana.
I have a feature that gives me plus 10 religion, but no proficiency.
Nope,
It made me click and drag to roll dice. That was weird.
Wow.
I don't know why I did that.
I am waiting
It's a
for.
feature.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Damien. Because don't you
I
have
don't
Arcana?
have proficiency.
Oh, you don't have proficiency in Arcana?
No, I only I have a positive in it, like a
Oh, okay.
bonus, but I don't.
Okay.
Because people only have proficiency in 1, maybe 2 things.
It depends on feats.
yeah,
like I
so-
have look at the red dots on your, those are your proficiency skills. So
Yeah, I have in investigation and perception are my only 2 proficiencies.
gotcha.
Okay, I read it wrong then. All right, so
That's
Nyx.
5.
So everybody can actually see these because even if you are blocked by the best of all hedges, the Stonehenge, you can actually see these symbols through it. And those symbols you have seen before on a plate.
Oh, fuck.
Wait.
And Nyx, you can see that one of the symbols is actually, so all the symbols are bluish white except for right now 2, and one of them you recognize and it looks like a shield.
It looks like a shield.
Yes.
Okay.
And with that, everybody can now hear in their minds, speaking in whatever is your most comfortable language. She is telepathically speaking, saying, I wish to parley, but first, I demand my freedom to do one thing. And then she will roll initiative. Actually, she will do one thing beforehand, as she has. Oh, really, you changed? God, no. What did you do? Oh God! Completely
God.
changed. No, whatever. I'm gonna have to do it this way. She teleports.
Oh shit! No, she's gonna tug my beard off.
No, she's not.
Much worse.
In your head, you hear this, Damien. This is to avenge all the slights that you have done on my brethren. And she takes out a astral dagger materializes in her hands. And the other 7 hands that are around her also have the same dagger as she attacks.
Oh, you're
What
dead.
did I
Next.
do?
Good luck.
Am I the one that did the most DPS? I think it was Alesh.
She hits with a 23.
14.
Wait, she has a plus 14 to hit.
What the fuck?
With the soul knife,
I'm gonna
yes.
use shield.
All right.
Uh-oh.
As you use shield, she laughs and goes, "You think you can stop me?" As
Uh-oh.
her blade just goes straight through you. And initially, you don't feel anything. But I want everyone but Alesh to roll me a perception check.
Bruh!
Because everybody can see this.
Oh, it didn't show up. Am I gonna have that problem today?
Oh, that one showed
I got
up.
a
Yeah,
I
you
got a
definitely saw.
21. There it is. Okay.
All right, so did everyone roll except for Alesh?
Told me not to.
No, you this time you can roll preferred perception. I want everyone but Damien to roll for perception.
You literally said but Alesh. That's why I went bruh.
I'm sorry, I meant Damien.
I closed my
Can't
eyes.
perceive my own death.
And I'm just gonna roll for Kithley to see if she sees this. She gets advantage on this roll.
Ooh, big advantage.
Yeah, nope, that did not help her one freaking bit. So everyone but Alesh sees as
Damien.
And Alesh.
Alesh. Damien, you see this, but you don't know how quite yet. Oh, and actually, before I announce this, I want everyone's HP right now, please.
Different hit
63.
points or
Yeah.
total hit points?
How many hit points you have?
63.
I
Currently,
just typed it.
Yes.
currently I've got 29.
Okay, 29 for Thanatos. All right, thank
How
you.
do you
I'll
do
just
that?
type it.
You just type in the chat.
Oh,
It's amazing that I haven't taken any damage yet today.
So,
Somehow.
no, thank you, because this is going to be important for later. All right, so what you see is as the soul knife goes through the armor, you can see Damien's astral self get pushed out of his armor, and the slice cuts a hole in his stomach as stardust spew out.
okay. So Doctor Strange just fucked him up.
So with the first attack, oh boy, she does 13. No, she does. What is going on here?
That's 13.
No, she does
Good.
23 total damage
Wait, oh, she rolled 3d8
plus.
Yep.
plus 4.
With
Damien
that,
starts trying to grab the stardust and put it back into his body.
with
Diggy,
that,
no!
the other 7 hands then go drag through, also cutting.
Wait, they all hit?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
What about my 25 AC? They all
Oh,
go
shit.
straight through it.
You take 22 plus 7, 29 more damage.
I'm already dead. After
Yep.
from the 22, I'm -9.
No, you're only
but it's
acidly
not,
dead.
but it's not overkill. It's not overkill. You're
It's not
still up.
overkill. And with that, she goes, "My message is complete. I wish for parley." And it is the end of her turn, and now she will roll for initiative.
Damien just got jumped off the rip. This is bullshit. I'm faster than her.
I know.
20.
What have I done?
So, Kithley will, I'm just going to move her. She has, hold on, I've got her still up there. What's her constrictor speed? 30. I will have her dash across 60 here.
Wait, that's next. Kithlu's on the left.
No, guy moved Kithley. She moved 60 in her snake form, and it is the end of her turn. And what you can see with Nithles right now is you can see a shield surrounding her shimmering.
What? She spawned a shield around herself after her turn?
No, she's had that since she's started the round. Oh. There. That will
You wanna fucking parlay?
Hey, guys. Did we get all the pillars? Or is
Yes.
that why
Well-
that we failed? Because we
Yeah.
missed one.
yes,
Yeah, we
you
missed one.
missed one, but the pillar was destroyed.
Yeah, at the top.
So all the pillars are gone
Nope.
now.
Yeah, we can't stop this.
You're ruining my speech.
Sorry.
That happens a lot around there.
I started talking and realized I still had it muted, so then I unmuted and was there.
You got a speech, Nix. Go for it.
Nobody beats up on short stuff besides me. What do you think you're fucking doing? Parlay my ass.
And she responds, Bright Rattler, I expected you to be angry. I will bring him back, I promise.
Ah,
Her ladies nuts.
So, I can still do an action. So I guess, maybe an insight. Let me think. Hang
You
on.
could definitely do an insight check on her if you so choose. I'll even give you that as a bonus, as she used her reaction to talk to you. Or did you already use your bonus with your Misty Step? Sorry.
I use my bonus with my Misty Step to get close and up and personal. So
Oh, that's fine. You could still use that as an action.
yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Sorry, I'm trying to think quick here and not. Like I said, my brain is mush today. So,
Hello.
yeah, I'll do an insight.
All right. Boy, let's see here.
Holy shit. Nice.
Okay. She, to your knowledge, is not being deceitful.
Explain to me why me and my group shouldn't try and eviscerate you.
I don't want to eviscerate you instead.
What do you want?
To parlay.
Fine, let's parlay. Let's talk. But first, you better let our friends get Demian back up.
And this will be the end of there will be no need. All right, with that, I'm going to say that we've spent our 6 seconds parlaying. Feener.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30. I'm gonna move up here and I ain't listening to a damn thing she says. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Damien.
He is, you could go ahead.
4 hit points. Literally the minimum.
So
Does that restore him to life?
No.
It was negative
I
9.
figured. Okay. End turn.
Wait. I thought he was just at 0, so we just the -4.
No. It
a-
does not restore him to life because.
It's a Mad Guru thing. And no. I got it. Red
No,
Mage understands.
Yep.
So do I have 4 HP or do I
Former
not?
DM understands.
Currently, you have 0 HP, but you'll see what happens.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but in 5th, you generally don't go negatives except for when trying to factor in for
overkill. That is correct.
So,
Yo, the stardust is pouring all out of me.
Unfortunately, Healing Word does not fix stardusts. AKA, it's an astral wound.
We gotta astrally heal him. Problem solved.
Yes. Thanatos.
Yeah. Good luck with that. I'll just use my astral healing wand. Oh wait, I don't have one.
I seem to have left it in my other pack.
But Damien, even though you are quote unquote unconscious, for some strange reason, you are seeing and hearing everything that's going on.
But I can't like talk or move or anything. I'm just like conscious of it.
Your body cannot talk or move.
So it's kind of like a what is it where like you're awake but your body's not awake?
What happened to Lars?
Lars is right here.
No, I didn't know if anything happened to Lars when Damien went fucking Stardust mode.
I don't even
No,
need to ask the question.
Yeah, he does actually like stay.
Well, are we attacking or what? Because
you tell me.
I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, all you can see is Fina healed. You could hear the conversation that went on with I Wanna Parlay. And your partner tried to heal. That's fair. And Nyx parlayed. And Kithley slithered along.
Huh. Well, I'm so we're still talking.
Other than you see, Damien has pretty much got his soul ripped out of him. No one else has attacked yet.
Let's see. I'm still freaking out. I'm not sure how everybody else is really doing here. Where was that? I'm gonna scroll back up to where the hit points were here. So wow, I'm aside from Nyx, I'm doing the worst.
Pretty sure Damien's doing worse.
What? Well, aside from Nyx, of those who are still standing. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
I'm gonna do this.
Hold on, guys. All right, you healed yourself.
And just in case, as a bonus action, I am going to Hunter's Mark the closest Babao.
You can't because that's a second casting of a leveled spell. You can only second cast a cantrip on the same turn.
Oh, fair point. Okay, never mind then.
You never know. Everything's all topsy-turvy with this fucking demon thing going on.
Damien, you do not need to roll me anything. Unless...
Wait, it's Lars' turn. He's a people too.
Yeah, Lars is up. What's up with Lars? Hold on.
Yeah, Lars can do what he wants.
Yeah, he's gonna scuttle around. He's all freaked out, so he's not even like walking properly. But he like wants to put himself between his friends and check on Damien, just kind of stamp around, and he's going to use his wait, where is it? Can I do it out of this sheet? I don't know if I can. He's going to use his repair. Repairs him
Lars.
for 10
On Damien.
for himself.
Repairs
So he's-
Damien. Oh, I'm fine.
Now it's Alessia's turn.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I saw that the healing magic didn't do anything, right?
You saw that there was a spell cast by Fina. You assumed it was supposed to get him up, and that Damien did not wake up.
All right, fair. What do you want?
She can't respond. She used her reaction already. Even though she'll respond at the next turn.
I'm cautious here. I'm gonna I still have my great action. I'm gonna kind of tense up, and I'm gonna wait to see what she says. But if it's something, if there's some sort of aggressive motion, swing.
All right. So, end of your turn?
Yep.
All right, it is Nithli's turn. So, her arm is going to reach out and touch every person that it can. Some of them actually kind of just disappear and basically touch their heads. Do you take that as an aggressive action, Alesh?
She's not. She doesn't have soul knives on her, right? She just has
Nope.
her hand.
Nope, just her
Outstretched
hand. Underneath the chin. There is a very light push up, but you do not sense anything other than the push up. Like, it's just to point your chin at a very specific direction.
I wouldn't consider that aggressive, but I'm still wary at the moment.
And with her arms that are left, you notice them actually kind of dissipate, and all of a sudden you see her two arms go into random circles.
Her two body arms?
Yeah. Well, so she has 7 astral arms and 2 normal appendages. And those arms are almost like they're phasing in and out of time. And everyone goes back to where they were before there. Damien, you get your HP back. Lars gets back, unless you're moved back.
Whoa.
Walks back. Not all of them. You get the 45 back, plus the 4 that was healed by Fina.
What is this timey-wimey bullshit?
Wait, so I have additional?
Yes.
HP?
Yes,
Oh.
because the spell didn't make you get up, but it did heal you.
But I was already at max health.
Oh, you
So
were at
I'm
max
not.
health, so
Yeah,
then it doesn't heal you.
Okay, all right.
Wait, when you said everyone has been back to their position, does that mean I'm back where I was?
Yes, wherever you were. Oh, I'm sorry.
Like over
There-ish.
here, I think.
Yeah. Close enough. And she goes, now that I've got my anger out, it is time to parley. I welcome
Do
you
I have my
into the
spell
circle. No, you do not.
Okay.
Everything that has been casted has been used. But your soul is magically back into place, even though you remember the sensation of stardust flowing out of you. And she welcomes you guys into the center of the Stonehenge to parley.
Are we still in turn orders?
I will say yes for now. Just for
we
this
gotta cycle
turn.
through order.
Yes. So, Kithley, I'm assuming you're still driving. Are you willing to parlay? And if you can't answer in 10 seconds, I will assume yes.
Oh, I'm here. And sure, if everybody else is.
I'll move you. Oh, actually, you can go right there
Thank
for
you.
60. Nyx.
Okay.
Yeah, Nyx is going to move up. She's still extremely angry.
She points to like this rough area as so that you're on equal footing.
Oh, equal footing. I make myself bigger.
The trap.
Now I can look you in the eye, bitch.
And are you anything else?
No.
All right, Feener.
Seems good to me. Chilling.
Thanatos.
As I walk in, I'm gonna ask in Abyssal and in Common, just to cover my ass. Could we possibly converse not in our heads, as this is not comfortable?
She'll use her reaction, and unfortunately, I have lost the ability or how to speak with my voice. I do apologize. In your head.
Ah,
Anything else? Damien.
So Damien is like stunned. Like he literally just freaking died, basically. And before he even moves, he needs to kind of like check himself to see, like, was that even real? That'd be like a perception.
I will call that a. Actually, let me take a look.
Or arcana, or like, I don't know.
You know what? I am going to. It's either a medicine or a religion check.
I guess. Wait, I think my medicine might be. No, religion's still better. All right. That ain't good.
Oh, you're noticing that your astral self and your mortal plane or nominal plane self are a little out of sync. So when you think you're moving your hand, it's about a half a second delayed, and you just feel a little bit out of touch.
All right, Damien is totally fucked, but he doesn't know what else to do because he feels like he's kind of at the whim of this person that just murdered him in one hit. So he's gonna just kind of waddle over hesitatingly to about right there. I just kind of cross his arms and like lean against the pillar.
This
And Lars is
Babao
gonna
here hisses when he sees you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like give him the face, and just like with my crossed arms, one of my fingers just goes up to flip him off too.
Alesh.
I'll move in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's slightly standing in front of Damien, wary.
All right. At this point, I'm going to say battle is over and we are in parlay. And she goes, "Thank you for accepting my parlay. Now, I have much to discuss. And once again, everything that she says is going to be in your head at whatever language you feel most comfortable with. So,
I see.
whatever it is, it is. You understand her completely, and she understands you. And with that, she will go. I did not plan on being summoned here, but sorry, I gotta mute one Discord channel as it's popping up and being really annoying. Did not expect to be summoned here by these creatures, but I've always wanted to talk to you. And she points to you, Thanatos, and to Nyx. And to Nyx, just in case you did not hear.
So you've got a horn bias.
Not really. That's just incidental. Now, I will ask, how were you able to communicate with me?
You mean the abyssal, or you mean through what material?
The material.
I whip out the goat bucket.
Goat radio.
The goat radio. And she goes, wait, why do you have the ichor?
It's all over.
She looks out
It's in the blood of all the things that we've been nasties that we keep running into, including some that seem to we've run into. And I'll point to the babows.
She actually looks. Oh, go ahead.
No, including some of the things we run into whenever we encounter them. So I point to the babows.
Yeah.
So
She looks at that babao, and you could hear it. Thanatos, you can actually understand it. It is speaking in abyssal. The rest just hear hisses. And the babao goes, my queen, I just took some helpers to help us. And you could just see her anger goes as the babao's head is starting to actually bleed. And Nithlius says, that was not the deal. You disappoint me. And the name is not even intelligible. And that babao has disappeared. But before it disappears, it says, my queen, no! And you hear a blood-curdling scream as it disappears.
Squelch!
And Nithlius looks at the other babao and it goes, was that your idea? And even though it is a demon and it doesn't have humanoid tendencies, it definitely looks like it's trying to shrink in the corner and says, no, not my idea.
Do the rest of us hear what Nithli said to him and his, as she said it?
So she is speaking, or she is communicating. When she communicates, she is communicating to everybody. When the babaos communicate, they are speaking in abyssal, because that is all they know.
Damien's eyes widen, and he's super happy to see that mofo gone and burned him alive in his own armor. Has a little grin on his face.
And with that, she goes, I apologize. That was not supposed to happen. And I think I've made sure it will stop happening at this point. That is not how I want it to be allowed back. But I think it's time for a true introduction. And I know none of you know who I am. But I am Nympheles. I am the general. Really? You're not telling me? I am the general of the Ember Fields, which is in a different dimension, but we respect freedom, and and we are in direct opposition of the kingdom. And it is a pleasure to finally meet your acquaintances in person, as she kind of snickers. All in while, she still has her meditative position up, as she is still floating in the air.
Pardon me while I go, her?
Well, all you need to know is I am a leader of the Crimson Emporium, the leading nation on the hellscape, where we
That doesn't sound good.
respect freedom above all else.
So you're
Why
a
haven't
general
you
or are
told
you a
us?
queen? Why they call you their queen and their nifty tissy?
That is their way of communicating respect. I am not the queen, I am just the general. I serve the king. But at this point, you will go through me, as that is what he wanted.
And who's this king?
His name is Zabos. I'll put it down in chat.
Damien still feels like shit. He just kind of steps forward and says, "All right, I'm not good at this shit, but I need some answers." So, your little brochacho over there was burning me alive, and then you, and I like slap my hand on Lars, disable my defender, my friend, our buddy Lars over here, and then you come and kill me saying it's my fault? Can you shed some light on all this for me? Because I'm not quite getting it.
Fair point.
She sighs. First of all, your automaton. That was not me. The magic inside of him must have reacted differently, and differently to the black ichor. And honestly, I can't tell you why.
Well, you're in
Now,
such opposition of the kingdom, but I may be overstepping my bounds and maybe giving you a bit too much here, but they weren't too fond of Lars either and said if they ever saw him that there'd be some consequences. You have some sort of connection with my automaton, Lars, over here?
because it's an abomination according to the kingdom. It doesn't follow their laws and rules.
Yeah, no one knows how cute you are, buddy. Just kind of like give him a little pet.
Give me a perception check.
Mother. Fucker.
With advantage because it's Lars?
No. You
I
may
know.
you obviously didn't notice a damn thing, and you may continue on.
Well, fuck me.
Actually, Nix, you may also roll perception. You definitely saw her sneer when telepathically she was saying laws and rules. Like those are the antithesis of what she believes.
Okay.
You cut out a little bit. You said laws and what?
Laws and
Antithesis.
rules. The antithesis
okay.
of her. Yeah.
Damien is confused by all this, strokes his beard, and kind of starts stepping back a little bit, back to where he was.
And then when you move back, the reason why I had to deal with you was you were the rudest to the babaus. Now, I do understand that they were misbehaving a bit, but your actions went over the line. You needed to be taught a lesson. And now I considered the lesson to be taught. As her arms at that point move around, her astral arms move around her, almost giddy like.
Damien sits down and sits cross-legged on the ground. He doesn't want to get fucked up again.
Nithles looks to Nyx, and she says, "Bright Rattler, I've been waiting to talk to you for a very long time."
What'd you call me?
You are Bright Rattler, are you not?
That's not my name.
Well, that is what you look like to me.
There's no name. What were the words again? Because I can't seem to hear you properly for some reason.
Bright Rattler.
Bright Rattler?
RATT.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And she. Oh,
Sorry.
go ahead, Alish.
No, I was gonna ask Corey for a question. It's fine. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay. And then she is only talking to you right now, Nyx, with her telepathy. Goes.
That is not my name. I am Nixmelium Cinderella Blossom, not Bright Rattler.
Crusher.
And she just nods and goes, "Who did you sign your pact with?"
Why do you want to know?
He's my cousin.
Because I know all warlocks have a pact, and I know who you are. Must be very powerful, Bright Rattler.
I don't know his name, but I know of him. He who spoke to me.
Oh, so you don't remember? Oh, that makes
Nyx
so
doesn't
much sense
acknowledge,
now.
but is quiet. Oh.
Gray, I'm gonna give you the points back because we don't have any rerolls right now. Unless if you want to reroll Damien's perception.
Yeah, do it. Let's go.
It rolled another nat one.
I'm good for that.
Wait.
But we can continue on before that. Nat pass. All right, so I'll give you the points back. But along with that, she has a smile and goes, "That makes so much sense." And now she looks at Thanatos and goes, "Let me guess, you don't remember me either."
Not at all.
Crap, I forgot her name.
She's really got to make an impression.
Hold on, I've got to find the name. There it is. They erased Chandrella erased your memory, didn't they?
Sure.
I recognize that name, but I
Not
don't
like
know
I
her
can
from.
remember that
Why do
either.
Chandrella is the mayor that gave you this quest.
Oh. Well, I have no recollection of my memory getting erased, so there's not much I can say to that.
Give me an insight check.
Who? Which one of us?
Thanatos.
And are all of us hearing this now, or is it still like just like
Sure, I'm
Thanatos
going
and
to use
Nyx?
up all my good rolls now.
Thanatos is the only one hearing this. And so, Thanatos, you're starting to get a nagging feeling that you have heard this voice before a very long time ago, but you cannot remember any more details. You do know that you have met before. But beyond that, it's just a massive fog that you cannot see through.
That's not all that pleasant.
Now,
Whoever erased my memory did a very good job. I can't remember anything of you or the circumstances of which anything happened.
So, Thanatos, are you speaking telepathically or with your voice?
Well, given that I don't know how to speak telepathically, I'd be speaking probably in Abyssal, though.
Okay. If you're speaking in Abyssal, no one else can understand. And with that, she just goes, they have their ways. They are afraid. They say they are against the kingdom, but that her grimace comes to, they prefer rules over freedom. And with that, they've casted their lot with the kingdom, even though they secretly hate them. The last time we met was an elderflower.
Dun, dun, dun.
20 years ago.
Dun, dun, dun.
And this time she is speaking to everybody. Except for Kithly, because Kithly, she does not know who Kithly is, as she did not meet her at that point. The rest of you, I met, but. And she just looks at all of your faces as they are blank. None of you remember that?
Who are you?
No, we definitely do not.
She shakes her head. We tried to save you, but the elves attacked. How shameful.
We weren't even here. We weren't even the same people that we were 20 years ago. What are you talking about?
She looks at everybody and goes, well, that's not entirely true. Nyx, roll me a perception check. She is looking at you when she says that is not true. You were kids. I will give you that. But whoever attacked you did serious damage to the town. Then we got blamed. We tried to help and save as many people as we could. That's how the elves work.
Damien stands up and just kind of walks forward and just says, do you know anything about a man that may have hunted deer there?
There were a few hunters. one of them. I needed to go back and go through this. Was a person named Rathummer. Rathummer Black. But he did not live in Elderflower. He lived in Emerald Forest. He was the one that generally did the hunts and sold whatever he got for goods and materials, the flowers that you guys made. That's the main trade.
However ridiculous this may seem, this whole entire situation is ridiculous. But I feel like when we went back to Elderflower, there was some recollection about my father and him trading with Alesh's dad, and I kind of pointed at Alesh. What can you tell us any more about the people of that village to maybe give some validity to some of these images that we were having?
Unfortunately, we only came after the attack. We only saw a couple of people. I don't have a chance to visit the kingdom very often because of the rules and us being entrapped here as she looks at the heavens under this damned shield as she just looks towards the sky.
Who's entrapping you and why?
Oh, I'm not entrapped. Everyone else is. Well, except for the Babao here, too. We could escape freely, but sometimes getting back in is difficult and tricky. The magic is very powerful.
Really fast. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I'll just review it because I know you had to go real quick. So she's kind of pointed and she says she's angry and about that she couldn't visit the town earlier. She could only visit while it was being attacked. And she says that you guys are all entrapped here under this damned shield as she looks towards the sky.
Yeah, and I asked who trapped her and why.
And she says, I am not trapped. I could leave whenever I want. It's just then coming back is difficult. You are the ones entrapped here, not me.
So if we're the ones trapped, then who's trapping us?
That we do not know. If we did, we would free you.
And why would you free us?
Because that's what we want. Everyone to be free.
Free from what?
Free from rules and the tyranny of these rules.
I'm sorry, you cut out the free from the rules and tyranny of what?
Of these rules.
Sometimes rules can be good things. What kind of rules are the things that are bad that you want to lift and make free range for everyone?
None of you are, well, you guys aren't as free, but you are more free than most of the rest of the people in this godforsaken kingdom. The rules here are only there to protect the powerful. Those aren't rules, those are chains that bind you.
Damien kind of looks around at the rest of the party, squinting at Nyx because he's not really sure if he can trust her anymore after this. just kind of says, "What do we think of all this? You guys have anything to add?"
I want to know what demon supposedly burned down Elderflower 20 years ago and why. If it wasn't you and your kind, then who was it?
Seems like it might have been you, Nyx. Or if that's even who you are, Bright Rattler.
I just spoke my full true name in front of you, Dingleberry, so shut up and listen.
Thought he said it was the elves.
And the elves say that it was the demons, so who burned Elderflower?
Nithlius will actually say, the elves did not come until after the fire, unless if they were sneaky and did it both.
That doesn't help either. So how about something that will actually help us out here? Can you restore our memories?
She meditates, and she puts an astral arm on top of your head. You feel as if she is trying to scan through your memories using her astral hand, and goes, I cannot. I don't know what these memories are, and they have been erased from your mind.
So why Elderflower? What's so important about Elderflower that makes it something worth burning, that the elves would come to try and save it, or whatever was happening? Why?
You
Why
actually
would someone
see
burn it?
you actually see a big smile on her face and goes, those are the questions you should be asking. But alas, I do not have the answers that you seek. I can only
Well, who
tell you
does?
what I saw.
We'd love to see it, hear it.
All you could do is ask the elves, but they'll probably lie and tell us that we were the ones that burned it down. And I could tell you, our hellfire burns differently than that fire that night. That was not us.
With all those astral arms, is there a way that you can show us what you saw that night?
Roll me a constitution check.
Check or save?
Save.
Oh, sitting on a 20. Shit.
No, you're fine, actually. So, with that, she will put a astral hand into your brain, and you can see Nithlis going through, teleporting like she just did with the city on fire. Already.
We're all going to end up with brain tumors.
It's not the tumor. Sorry, that was that had to be said. And with that, that is the best that she can do. And she says, "I'm sorry. If I put too much more, I will destroy your mind."
He's not using it.
Damien sits to weigh the risk. What do you guys think?
She
might be an opportunity to see more, but it might come at an extreme toll to me.
It's up to you. I don't want to see anyone else hurt, though.
Are there any other details that I can pick up from what that brief moment that I saw? Do I even know that it's Elderflower?
Oh, you definitely know it was elderflower. You could see the flames, and you could smell the flames. They did not have the sulfur smell of hellfire.
Damien,
Helps
as
if
he
I'm
kind of
talking
kicks
that
out of
way
it,
near.
like sits down on the ground, like realizing the reality of it. Does he believe what he sees?
Oh, it was 100% like you could feel the heat, you could smell the smells. That was. It felt
Nyx walks
real.
determinately forward and kind of like pokes at Nithles with her finger and says, Show me.
She tries and says, Sadly, I cannot. I need to ask your patron, and I do not know who to ask.
Nyx is silent.
Okay, if not her, then me.
If it hurts to show us, then just tell us.
I have
I don't
told
want
you.
any of us getting hurt.
You saw me when I teleported in. You saw the fires were already started. They did not have the smell of hellfire. They did not have the sulfur.
So if the fires were already started, then why were you there? Who were you looking for?
That I cannot say. Because I have been requested not to say it. But I was looking for 2 people.
And who requests that you not say that?
The Great Zabos. And I follow his command for this one out of respect.
And did you find those 2 people you're looking for?
No, the elves stopped me before I could enter the town.
And are those 2 people you were looking for with us right now?
Roll me a perception check. She smiles.
Damien crosses his arms and ponders. He backs off while he thinks about what she said.
She, Nithlis, just sits there and is in a meditation pose, as in waiting for other questions that may be coming.
I'm trying to think. I apologize. I have the worst headache today, and I feel like crud.
Don't take it upon yourself. I'm
Sorry,
horribly
I tried.
disfigured, and I'm not being at disadvantage to the person's answers. So if anyone else
I
has
mean, you
questions,
can always suggest things, and I can roll for them and ask the questions. But I'm sorry. Like I said, my brain is just not wanting to cooperate for being creative this evening.
worry.
You need more weed.
Don't we all?
Some of us more than others.
So was that last conversation with Damien something that we picked up on, or was it something only he picked up on?
As she broadcast it to everybody. She had nothing to hide.
Damien is just gazing at Nyx and Thanatos, kind of wondering
Why
what
would
they're
anyone
hiding.
want to be finding us?
That is for me to know and for you to find out later. Bright
Okay, I'm done with
Well,
the
it
game.
certainly doesn't encourage us to trust you or your
I'm
goals.
done with the games now. This is getting annoying. What do you want from us now?
I want you to believe me and not to trust the elves.
I'm
I
not
don't
trusting
trust
anybody, and I haven't heard a
anybody.
reason to believe anybody.
Well, I have honor pact not to answer certain things. And
Doesn't help you much, does it?
I am telling the truth. You
Your
are
truth.
free. You are free to believe whatever you shall believe.
Well, I personally don't trust you, the kingdom, or the elves. So what is it you want from us right now, Niffy Piffy?
Well, in fairness, I just wanted to meet you and introduce myself. I was not expecting to be introduced so soon, as she points to the exploded corpses of the bugbears around you. That was a fortuitous happenstance. The hole in the shield hasn't been large enough for me to sneak past recently, but they drew me in. I don't even know how they did that. But I actually welcomed it.
Can we see the bugbear corpses around, or are they like? Did they completely obliterate? Like,
You can see chunks around. They're not really big chunks, but yes, there's some chunks around.
Do the bug?
You're hit by a semi on the side of the
Here's
road,
my
chunks?
question, and I'll gladly roll for it. Do the bugbears appear to be filled with the kind of ichor that the other creatures have?
No, they're not. It is 100% red.
Okay.
The ground is
Actual-
very red.
It's actual blood. What the fuck?
So Damien kind of perks up a bit and says, well, if we're all being honest here, then. So tell us a bit about Bright Rattler. Who is this person and why were they so important that you wanted to meet them?
I am not allowed to say. I am honor
That
bound.
figures. I got a better question. What is this black ichor stuff?
That was my next question. So good one.
It's power. It can corrupt souls that only want power. It gives freedom. But
How
in
does it
freedom,
do this?
How? It's demon. It's demonic energy. Now, as
Why are
she looks,
creatures in our world suddenly being filled with demonic energy and demon blood? That doesn't make any sense.
yeah, well, she then looks at the other babao as it cowers her gaze, as it knows she is incredibly angry at it. It was not supposed to be in here, but the babao that is no longer on this plane did not follow an order and instead try to make it easier for him to do what he needed to do and corrupted some of these souls.
And what was that order that they didn't follow?
Not to use the black ichor at all. As she then takes a soul knife out and stabs the babao. And it screams in pain as it loses a lot of damage.
Okay, Stabby McKnifenstein. Aside from killing the two other things I was worrying about, can we make any other use out of this black ichor while it's here?
No. It will corrupt most souls. So I would say at this point, she looks at the goat radio. With the blood being congealed, there's no risk of additional spread. As long as my lieutenants follow my command, as the Babao just cowers and whelps in fear.
And with you coming and getting to meet this bright rattler, are you happy? Are you satisfied? Or is there something else you're looking for with this journey to this plane?
I have done all that I have been requested to do. I am free to go as I choose at this point.
So was all of this just to meet someone? Or is there some greater thing that we can do?
She smiles. That is free for you to decide.
Okay, I'm already tired of this oracle-like talk. And I'm still pretty beat up.
Nyx is going to be trying something very stupid. She can still see the sigils and whatever, right?
Oh yeah, there is those sigils are not quite the magic you expect. It is not divine. It is not arcana. There is magic there, but it's somewhere. It's
and just
a magic.
To make sure, you said that I could sort of make out one that said the word shield.
Well, it looked like a shield.
It looked like a shield. Okay.
Okay, let's dial up the Stargate.
I am going to try something incredibly stupid because why not? I'm going to try and see if I can focus on whatever piece of magic is the shield, and I'm going to see if I can dispel it.
It does not get dispelled.
I don't even get to try and do a roll too high.
It is not a magic that magic can dispel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Divine. Cool.
No, it is not divine.
Demonic. Cool.
But I will say, with the detect magic, it is mystical. If you give me an Arcana check, maybe you'll learn something else.
It's from Adania. We're suddenly playing Mortal Kombat.
So, you could tell this is a very ancient magic. It is religious in nature, but it is not from the divine. It is not
1 second,
from,
guys.
yeah, it is not from the demonic either. It is a different type of magic altogether. Ancient and unknown.
Okay. Interesting.
Planeswalker magic.
Not all of your magic is demonic, is it? Your lord, Mr. Zabos. Can you tell us anything about him?
He is the great leader of the largest kingdom in the hellscape. That should tell you how powerful he is. But he believes in freedom.
The freedom to serve him, you mean?
We have very few rules. And really, the only rule is if you disagree, power makes right.
I'm back.
So
Sorry.
this little bird fellow over here that summoned you, you have no qualms about us, like, disemboweling it then, right?
It does not understand. And honestly, I don't know if I heard it completely.
Oh, of the hectate over here, the one that like summoned Nithles
Owl?
that said
No, the
yeah.
owl did not summon. That's from Nyx.
That's Nyx's owl, guys.
that's
Come on.
Hecate.
You're gonna disembowel Nyx's owl?
Huh?
Sure. I thought it was one of the like owlbear things. Sorry, that's all I could see.
You're gonna disembowel an owl bear? Those are my friends.
It's not an owl bear, it's an owl.
I know.
It's a fey owl.
It's a fowl.
Boo.
Well, Nithles, do you have any plans to come back then? Or have you achieved everything that you've needed? You don't need to come back to this plane again.
I mean, aren't you just going to stay?
I will be around. I have other requests to serve.
Like what?
That is none of your business.
Well, then, if you can't tell us anything else, and you don't want to tell us anything else, and we don't seem to have the right questions that you're even willing to answer, what is the point to continue speaking with you?
You are free to go at any time.
I have one more question for you. How did you pierce my armor so easily? What is it that you did to me? And is this something we can learn?
Can you learn this? No. Let's just say armor does not protect your astral self.
And how can we strengthen our astral selves?
That is a great question, but why should I teach you all my tricks?
Who said all?
If you speak to us so freely, why would we be your enemies? Why not share us how to strengthen ourselves in the astral plane? Isn't that where you're from? Isn't that what you want? That your people want freedom? Doesn't strength prevail? Do you feel like
strength prevails, but I am not from the astral plane. I am not at all from the astral plane. I am from the hellfire, as she then turns her hand over and creates a sulfuric flame coming out of her hands. And don't forget it.
that? I certainly won't. Damien kind of walks backwards slowly.
Good job, you insulted a demon general.
Took us a while. Usually we're pretty quick on that.
I know, it's usually like the first fucking thing I do. I mean, actually,
in all fairness, didn't Damien already like piss her off?
Yeah,
yes.
Before she even came into the picture, she fucking killed me. Like, jeez.
Yeah, her first action in the game was like, yeah, fuck this guy.
Basically, yes.
The way to go, Damien. You pissed off a demon queen twice.
I mean, what's fun and interesting is that she was able to give the same courtesy to her own people as I did. Yet I'm the enemy. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Your station in life was not as high as hers.
I guess so. But her beard was not as long as mine. Damien strokes his beard.
You think that'll come off again if I tug it?
Well, I'm done with this.
Damien gazes
I'm
at
going to go
Alesh.
back. I'm going to rest up. And I'm going to start looking for some better answers than what I got here today.
With Thanatos leaving, she goes ahead and disappears. Along with her babao.
I thought she killed the
We
other
don't
one
have
that
to
was here.
stop and kill the babao.
I thought she killed the other one. I thought she banished one and killed the other.
No.
No, she just stabbed the one that was left. She
stabbed
didn't
the
kill
other.
her.
She didn't
Oh,
kill him.
stabbed. She didn't kill. Okay, my bad.
She made the other babao lose a decent amount of stardust.
They learned that the bows have stardust.
Yep, they're all sparkly and shit.
Yeah, your astral self's got a lot of stardust.
Either that or Chris is really a Swiftie and he's working it in.
Hey,
Why not both?
Jacob loves Swift.
I know.
Are we sure it's Jacob at this point?
Oh, it's definitely Jacob. And with
Damien
that,
mounts Lars and looks over at Alesh, but without Nyx and Thanatos seeing, just kind of says, I think we might need to keep an eye on two of the people in our party. What do you think?
I think we got to keep an eye on everybody to keep them safe.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
kind of a
talking about just
one-note wonder
keeping them
there.
safe.
So
I'm thinking about keeping all of us safe from potential dangers that might be with us.
That's fair. I think we'll see in time. Nick seems to care about you.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Damien gazes at Nyx and starts wandering off where Thanatos went, taking a wide breadth of space around Nyx.
I think it'll be okay.
all right. Where are you guys going? Are you guys going to go back to the Emerald Forests?
Do we have a
Yeah, I guess
choice?
we should
I
go
wanted
back
to investigate
the other
the stones and things around here real quick to see if there was any indications of anything that the bugbears were doing. The chief, like, just looking for any signs of how or why they, magic or whatever they used.
It's been about 5 minutes. Are you still concentrating on your detect magic?
Yeah.
All right, you can detect magic everywhere along Stonehenge.
Is there any writing on any of the stones or?
No, you have demonic energy that is kind of slowly radiating out of the Stonehenge.
Okay.
But that is all of the magic that you can see with detect magic. But Kithley, you could roll me a religion check, and Nyx, you can roll me an arcana check. Yep. That is pretty much it.
We get some new dice.
Nyx, you could kind of feel some energy emanating from the Stonehenge itself. But that's all you can really feel.
Wait, Arcana's an int? I haven't used my medallion yet today. I'm gonna give myself advantage on that. Worse. Well, not worse,
No,
but not much better.
Yeah, you still get the same answer.
Yep. I guess heal ourselves up, and I'll ask Fina if she can spare a heal. If not, I'll heal myself. Actually, I'll just heal myself.
Oh, 845 Sim says, try hitting a stone. Might resonate.
That's an interesting idea.
We could try. Wouldn't hurt.
Hey, Alex, you wouldn't mind going and slapping one of those stones for me, would you?
Okay. Which one?
Whatever the closest one is, just give it a good old whack.
Lesh goes to slap it.
Give me a attack roll.
18 to
Your
hit.
face.
All right, give me a deck save.
Okay. I can see this happening, right?
Yes.
10. Thank God for advantage.
All right, as you strike, some of that demonic energy escapes a little faster as the stones were holding this in.
Excellent.
Okay. When that happens, a demonic tendril kind of grazes you, and you take 1 damage.
Ow. It hits back.
And you can explain to see what you saw to everybody. Definitely some energy did escape. In a weird demonic vine that not sure anyone has seen before.
What
color was it?
Wait, does this look similar to my demonic vines?
Yeah, what color is it, Chris?
It is a so this one is so your Hunger of Hadar is generally black and phasing in and out. This was a sulfurish yellow red vine.
That
Do I
feel good.
recognize anything from seeing that vine?
Oh, you could definitely roll me an Arcana
Let's
with
see if I can do better than the
advantage.
last time.
With advantage. Oh, I'm glad
I'm
I
gonna
said
need
that.
it because. Oh my god!
Well, you definitely recognize that that is not natural at all on this realm. And it was a weird interaction between the Stonehenge and the demonic energy. But that is all you can glean.
Damien crawls back up and says, "What are you guys doing? I thought we were out of here."
Nick's wanted to see what would happen if we hit it.
As almost if
under the bus.
As almost a demonic druid casted a spell.
Is that a thing?
And yes, the vine is coming out of the stone.
Is it still there after I hit it?
No, it disappeared after. It came out of the stone and then dissipated like a foot behind you.
Hey, I don't really want us to summon anything we'd have to fight.
I could take it.
Oh, come on. A demonic Marlboro would be fun.
Damien not
Marlboro? Oh,
hearing
that's great.
what you just said says they're just fucking rocks and goes and smacks this one.
All right, give me
Yeah,
it to
that's
hit.
great. In a minute, I'm just going to leave the map. Whatever happens, happens. I will not be here to deal with
Oh,
it.
it's not a good hit.
Yeah. Nope. You tried to smack it, and somehow you miss. And instead,
miss a
you just spark some steel on the rock, and or the warhammer. Oh yeah, there's some steel on it. You create some sparks, but nothing happens.
Yeah, and to just tell everyone, see, it's no big deal. Just fucking rocks. You guys are crazy right now.
I don't think you hit it hard enough.
Now give me a deck save.
Oh, shit.
Mhm.
Oh, shit.
I'm not dragging him back.
Oh no!
Oh no!
As you say that, as you say that, you trip on a demonic vine that is on the ground, and you fall prone.
Lesh goes to help him up.
Oh. Some roots or something over here. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. It's no big deal.
Kithley, give me a religion check with advantage.
I'm sure it'll be okay, buddy. Those probably just came from me.
Okay, you definitely are noticing that the Stonehenge, you can feel the druidic energy pulsing back and from, and it's trying to get rid of the demonic energy any way it can.
Damien's just running his hands along the grass. He meant to kind of just chill on the ground. It's no big deal.
Lesh will help Damien up.
Thank you.
Anytime, buddy. We gotta watch out for each other.
Yeah.
And as you kind of reach out, Kithley, and try to understand what it is, well, the only one that is Alesh, you need to roll me a deck save.
19.
You instinctively roll forward as all around the Stonehenge, and none of you are basically within quote unquote melee range of Stonehenge at this point. You just see a giant yellowish red tentacles, vines shoot up as Stonehenge has finally cleared all of the demonic energy that is around it, that has been used to summon Nymphtales. And with that, you can no longer detect any magic within this circle.
It's fine.
Must have
I
smacked
was seriously
that thing
expecting
so
one of
hard
you
all
to
the
get
magic
yanked
went out of
into
it.
the other dimension for like a round.
Well,
And
depending
also,
on how
giving Chris the idea of a demonic Marlboro is not a good thing.
I was
That
going
was a mulberry.
it's a Final Fantasy creature. But more importantly, if Alesh rolled low enough, yeah, he would have gone somewhere.
Bring it, bitch.
But instead, he avoided the tentacles from hell. Literally.
Hey, listen, nobody can outdex. Nobody, and I mean nobody, can outdex Alesh.
Oh, that's not true.
Oh, no, I know.
Well, I guess the only question left is if Nithlis wasn't trying to be summoned, and if these weren't by the demonic energy, Damien kind of walks over to some of the bugbears. What was their reason for summoning them?
Fun.
Can you do an Arcana check on them, or what kind
Sure.
of check?
You could do an Arcana check.
Are we in a dungeon?
No.
Okay.
Technically, the entire world's a dungeon. It's D&D.
No,
I know,
unfortunately,
that's why I always ask. Always.
it's a good question though. It's a good question.
Oh, okay. You could
Damn.
definitely tell that the bugbear's life energy was used for the summoning.
Hmm.
To be quite frank, trying to summon demon always entails a very great cost, especially a very powerful demon. You have no idea why they wanted to summon it. But they all used up their lives and their life energy and souls to summon her.
Hmm.
I'm
Well,
gonna
that's not the answer we wanted. Damien's gonna look and see if they have any good shit on them.
No. They literally, everything around and on them exploded.
We checked last time. Well, we checked. I remember
I
checking.
mean, they're bugbears. They'd have like a fucking feather and a beak.
They could always have clubs.
They had
They had some
weapons
pretty cool spears.
and spears, but
Oh, they
those
did.
have been destroyed from the summoning.
These things are fucking useless and just kind of like kicks the like sloppy little bodies.
Like you could find a half of a spear's head. You find shattered shafts everywhere. The short swords that they had are just been mostly turned to dust. That's
Well, there's
basically what you see here.
no more magic and no more answers, I don't think. Tried to look at these things to see why they would have done this, but I don't quite see why. I think the only thing we have to do is maybe go back and hopefully collect a reward. Maybe get some different answers because I'm a little wary because I'm not sure who to trust anymore, to be honest.
All right, so
Not sure, but yep. I
you
think we're
guys want to
good to
go
go.
back?
Yep.
I think we're good to go.
All right, I want a survival check with advantage.
Thanatos.
Oh, Thanatos.
Well, you walk for about 30 minutes, and then you find the glyphs that you remember, and you could safely walk back to the Emerald Forest. So with that, let us. Where is the Emerald Forest town? Right there. So you guys should all be back to the Emerald Forests. Oh, come on. There we go. It is evening at this point. Basically, you are arriving at around midnight. And the currently it's about a half gibbous moon.
Gibbous.
Lightweights.
Was it further along last time?
Oh, it's I would say 5 or 6 days ago, it was a full moon, and now it's starting to wane.
Yeah. Damien starts heading towards the bar. He's hungry.
Oh,
Slurp.
I'm just gonna follow along for now. Lesh is kind of contemplating.
Damien's gonna sit down at the bar to say, "Hey, old friend," flash the Lady Death symbol at him.
Give me a deck. Give me a sleight of hand. That one doesn't look looks much more appropriate. And he goes, finally stopping to go to the devil. I see. As he hands everybody that enters some fresh fruit and cheeses and some bread.
Fresh fruit, Jesus.
Fresh fruit, cheese, and bread. Yes.
Thank you.
Just say, what's wrong with what I did? This is the same thing I've done every time. It's Lady Death. It's a blessing for you, my friend. I appreciate you.
It is not a. You did not do the same beforehand. And we will not speak of it ever again. As he moves over to Thanatos.
Keep the beers coming, I say.
My pleasure. As he hands all of you some mead as well.
Damien, feeling a little sorry about possibly fucking up his hand symbol, he dropped 2 gold on the countertop.
He actually leaves it on the table.
Damien scoots it much further to the end of the table, indicating that it's for him to say, "I'm sorry, brother."
He leaves it there for now.
Damien still leaves it there too, and just sips his beer.
Give me a perception check. You notice his hands move around as if casting a spell, and then he looks and nods and then picks up the coins from the tavern table.
Damien is satisfied and takes another sip of his beer.
Oh,
So
while that's going on, assume that I'm pounding every drink I can get my hands on.
Yes. He hands
And
you and keeps you
do
fed.
not have a pleased look on my face.
He hands you drinks until around 2 a.m. and then goes, I'm sorry, it is time for the bar to close. You may go ahead to your rooms to sleep until morning. But until then, I must bid this bar be closed.
One more pitcher.
He hands you another glass of mead. And then
I take it to my room.
Oh, Damien says, before anyone leaves, I've got something pretty important to ask you.
And he
I know we
goes,
didn't share.
go to your room. You may speak there. Please, you must leave. I need to rest.
All right.
You might hear me grumble after the garbage I had to deal with today. I'm not really in the mood.
Well, as we're in the room, though, Damien, before he tucks into bed, though, gonna sit kind of on the end of it and just say, I know we didn't really talk much about this, but there was some pretty weird stuff going on within Elderflower, and I don't know if we all really shared what was going on, but I know something odd happened, and I have a lot of weird memories, but I'm not sure if they were memories of my father actually trading with Alesh's father and eating deer jerky and just weird stuff like that. But kind of wondering after today and after everything we experienced if maybe some part of that is real and maybe we're a little more connected than we initially thought. What about you guys?
One second, everyone.
Give him a rather large side-eye, grumpy dragon-looking look, and I roll over and I go to sleep.
Damien just hops into bed, realizing no one really cares. Just
Or they're a
kinda
little
curls
too
up.
irritated to be bothered with it right now.
All right, with that, everyone may have a long rest unless if they have other plans.
Are we all sleeping in the same room again? I forgot.
Yep.
Okay. I'll have to wait till later then.
Yep, hold it in, bud, until you're alone.
All right, everyone has fully rested, even though I might need to refresh my editor. Give me 1 second. Roll 20 is misbehaving again. What a surprise. There, that's better. Alrighty, it is roughly 10 in the morning. Good morning. You all may awake and grab some breakfast before we start the next adventure.
Damien's down for some food. He almost makes the symbol, but decides not to after he sees the guy. He just says good morning.
He says good morning and hands everybody who's at the table some bread and some fruit
Thank you.
with some apple juice.
Damien, you asked a question last night. I didn't have a good answer. I still don't have a good answer. I have a weird disjointed memory that occurred when we were in a flower, but it's not something I can make sense of. Something to do with an elf, and that's really all I can remember. And a burning.
Well, I appreciate you saying something. Kind of feel like the rest might have had something else going on as well, but I'm not sure what to think anymore, to be honest.
I mean, I don't particularly like the idea that someone is fucked with my memories, so I can't say I'm really happy about any of it. So I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah, Damien's a little too lost and frustrated to even be mad at Nyx. He's just kind of like lost in his own thoughts and himself. So he's okay with Nyx even being next to him, talking to him, kind of like looking down at his food, picking a little bit at it. So where do we go from here?
Wish I knew. That definitely want to try and find out who fucked with our memories.
Well, I think we need some answers from
That
the leader of this
Nifley
town.
said that Chandrala might have messed with our memories, which makes me want to question Miss Chandrala.
Yeah, I think after we've had a full belly here, we should probably go ask that question, because that's a pretty valid point there. And since we know it came directly from the mouth of the person that she knew wasn't talking to her, it feels like there's some sort of tension between them. Because we knew when the goat radio came on, that Chandrella wasn't talking to that bird. Vice versa. The person on the other end wasn't talking to Chandrella. So feels like she might have something to hide.
I concur with that sentiment.
Well, once you're done eating, if there's nothing else, you may continue.
I guess we need to go report to the
Chandrilla?
There's
Yeah.
always
Before
an
you
elf or a
leave.
demon involved. Always.
When we go to deal with this, do not mention any of the conversation we had in the woods. Just tell them the bugbears were trying to do something, and we stopped them. That is all they need to know.
Damien sits and kind of blocks the door and like looks back at Thanatos and kind of everyone else too and said, "And why would we do that?"
Because we are surrounded in this town, and it is very unwise to confront the mayor.
Well, we're surrounded in this town, but it seems like you've got some pretty good pulls. So if you're the one that actually has some answers, if we're hiding things from people, you may be the only one that actually has the power to find the true answer. And I don't think that they were being untrue. From everything that I saw, what I thought, and the things that I've seen from those visions as well, I'm kind of starting to wonder about you, Thanatos.
Well, then you can fuck off. I don't owe you anything.
Yeah, you're really just kind of solidifying my thoughts.
Good for you. If you want to go stick your neck out and see what happens, go right ahead. I don't know how powerful you think you are, but I doubt you can fight off a whole town by yourself, or even with help.
So, are you saying this out of self-preservation because you think that they're going to attack you?
I'm saying this because it is not wise to do anything like that right now. Especially with how easily one of us was overpowered by a guard earlier. Or have you forgotten that already?
Yeah, you know what? I wasn't too unhappy about the fact that Nyx got put in her place. To be honest, it kind of made me chuckle. But there's some bigger things that seem like they're at stake here, and it feels like you might have something more to hide as well. So, I'll let you go in there. But you know
You
what?
said I wanted to go in there. You wanted to go in there.
Well, at the end of the day, we're going to have to report to her either way. So whatever
Go
we
right ahead.
say or whatever we do, I guess is kind of
I
up to
haven't
the party
decided
at
what
this
I
stage.
want to do yet. And I'm not going to get roped into something just because some people like to ask questions.
And does your lack of attendance not show us that there's maybe something else going on? I worry about you, Thanatos.
Go right ahead.
Thought we were on the same page.
You
Damien
thought
just kinda
wrong.
storms out.
And I asked for a beer at the bar.
Gives you an L and kind of just is willing to listen to whatever you have to say. Hey,
I
Archaic.
don't have anything to say.
Then he is
I
just
am
there.
not in a good mood.
Then he's giving you some mead. You guys may do whatever you so choose.
Damien's just waiting by the door, waiting for the others.
That door is locked, by the way. That's a side exit.
They're always waiting here then.
There you go. Oh, wow. And he just decided to jump off the...
I don't think fighting's going to help us, any of us, get to the bottom of this. I think we were all chosen for a reason, and we all need to figure it out together.
I'm not interested in fighting with you, big guy.
I understand that, but we need to all work together. If we're divided, we're not going to be able to work as a team. And I don't want to lose anybody again. Not after Mom and Dad.
What do you think, Thema or Killy? You've been very quiet today.
No, I usually just let everyone else do the talking. It's easier that way. Don't mind me, I'm just a heal bot.
You're more than that.
A heal what? Sorry, I'm not familiar with that nomenclature. You're a healed butt? Your butt does the healing? Wow, I didn't know that's how your heals work. That's really fascinating. Do you like wiggle? Oh, that's why you dance! I get it now. You wiggle your butt, and that causes the heals. I'm learning so much about healing power today.
Sexy dance heels. Can't beat it. Have anything to add, Kithley?
I don't know what to think at this point. Although confronting the mayor does concern me.
Okay, fine. I say we just go in and tell them we defeated the bugbears, and that's that. Any objections?
None here.
Will Damien agree?
Where did Damien run off to?
He's waiting for you guys at the mayor's office, but he left 5 minutes ago.
Okay. I didn't realize Damien had wandered off. Sorry, I'm a little distracted.
All right, is anyone following Nyx?
Damien, are you pooping in the bushes?
Yeah.
What are you
At least listen for now.
Damien, I thought we had this conversation. It's not polite to poop in the public places.
Damien opens his eyes. He's just been kind of like leaning against the wall, waiting for everyone, saying, "Took you long enough."
Sorry, had to yell at my boys. They were being very, very loud.
No worries.
Oh, where's the rest of them? Are we gonna get this over with?
I thought they were following. I don't know.
So, Alush and Fina, are you going to follow and
Yeah,
with...
I'm with them. Sorry.
Okay. Thanatos and Fina. If you're going to follow, I'll give you 5 seconds. Otherwise,
I'm not.
okay. There's your answer. Thanatos, give me a perception. Yep, you see nothing. All right, just waiting. Chandrella sees the 5 of you walk in and goes, "Where's Thanatos?"
He's being a grumbly baby. I don't know. He's drinking his sorrows.
I see. What of the demonic energy that I felt? It seems to have dissipated.
Yeah, some nasty bugbear things were trying to do a nasty ritual, so we slew them, and now the energy's gone. Or did some nasty work to the some sort of strange druidic circle stone thingy up there, but we took care of it. And all the demons, the demonic energy things are gone. So.
You see a older elf that is in very high end leather quietly walk past, just stands in the corner. And Chandrell goes, "I see. Is that all that you saw?"
Is that all that we saw?
Yes.
I told you. There was some nasty bugbear chieftains trying to summon something, and now they are gone.
Well, the barkeep overheard you saying something about a demon? Care
Something
to
about a
explain that?
demon.
Yes.
Sounds like your bar keeps telling tall tales.
Roll me a deception check. She still feels very hesitant as they are generally. My barkeep generally does not lie, and he knows he has heard.
I mean, we've encountered some babaos and things in the past. Maybe he overheard us talking about the fights against the babaos, things that we kept on running into in the last few weeks, and caravans and strange things. We told you all that about that strange demonic ichor crap that we've been running into. So I think perhaps he misunderstood something we were talking about.
Roll me another deception check.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me about the babaos before. You
I thought we did, actually.
No, you only told her about the ichor and the chimera.
Oh. I would say that was more of an. I'm going to say with absolute sincerity. If we didn't mention them, that would be an oversight on our part, and I do sincerely apologize. I assure you, I genuinely thought we had mentioned them before.
So the person that is on the bottom just goes, "Cut the crap. Tell the truth."
And what truth would that be?
I smell her. I smell Nymphalis. As Chandrella just looks ahored and goes, "You do? No." As he knocks his bow and says, "Speak the truth."
The truth? Does the truth involve whatever you might have done to our memories? I'd love to hear some truth. Oh, are we playing the truth game today? I love the truth game. Why don't you go first?
He uncocks his bow and goes, "That's better. Except, we didn't do anything to the rest of your memories. Did we?" As he actually looks at Chandrell. She goes, "No, we didn't." And he frowns and goes, "What do you mean you don't remember your memories?" Uh, you think he is telling the truth.
Not that I'd be able to tell with that crappy of an insight roll, but
Oh, he rolled a
You
5.
you might be surprised. You think he's telling the truth.
Right. Well, if I knew what memories I was missing, then I would know what they are, aren't they? But we seem to be under the impression that someone might have messed with our memories, and we also have information that implies that Chandrella may have been involved with it. So again, I say, what aren't you telling us? Since we got here, you seem to know Thanatos. You seem to know that he was missing memories. So tell me again why I should listen to you and believe you. Give me something to work with. Because until recently, we came in here with absolute full sincerity to support and help you out. But now I'm not so sure. So share, Buttercup.
So he sits down to the table and he tries to sit down. The table doesn't line up with the goddamn grid. And he
Whose fault is that?
yeah, that's me not figuring I'd actually use the table. Or at least not that part of the table. And he motions everyone to sit down to have a chat.
Damien says, "I can hear fine from here." And just kind of keeps leaning against the wall.
Fair. So he starts to talk and goes and basically talks about how he met Thanatos. And the way that he is talking about how he met Thanatos Nyx is 100% truthful to the dream that you had over an elderflower. It doesn't mention you, but from the dream, he is explicit in explaining on how he met Thanatos, that they left the burning town, that they went through the woods with Thanatos in tow. And
does he seem reminiscent of the older elf that I vaguely remember from my dream?
You are now starting to pierce that this is most likely the elder elf that you remember. The details are a little fuzzy, but you are pretty confident that this is probably the dude.
Okay.
And goes, the reason why we had to take away Thanatos' memories was Nymphalis was incredibly interested in Thanatos. We don't know why. But we decided to erase his memory of the time that we met her which was right after we escaped the burning town. And we thought with that erasure, and unfortunately most of the time with us, would help protect him from the evil curse of Nynthalis.
The curse.
So you're telling me you have messed with his memories, and yet I have gaps in my own memories, and you're claiming I've not messed with me. Why should I trust you?
And he goes, "That is fair. You just have my word that until today, I didn't know any of you. And neither did Chandrella. And if I don't know you, I don't have the capability of erasing your memories. We have not been a part of your life. Therefore, we don't know how to take away your memories. None of you lived here. So how would that be possible?"
Well, I find it horrifying that you be erasing anyone's memories, much less Thanatos's, even if you thought you were saving him from something.
You think I liked erasing the memories of the time we spent? That wasn't my choice. I got overruled as he angrily looks at Chandrella. That was not my call. What's worse is we had to let him leave the village. I thought I'd never see him again. So where is he? Is he safe?
Where is Thanatos?
Yes.
I told you the truth when I walked in here. He is literally nursing a drink at the bar.
I see. Well,
And I haven't gotten your name yet, mister. Who are you anyway?
I am Rathometer Black. I'm the general of the Rangers. I'm the one who trained Thanatos. Some of the men call me his dad. I'm just his trainer. As you see, he seems to be older than most elves that you've met, and definitely has a gruffer tone. But he is very strongly built and chiseled, with a face that seems to be very weathered, of an outdoorsy look.
Damien keeps his arms crossed, but kind of like mentions to the others. A hunter that lived in the forest. That's the one Nistle's talked about.
Me and Nithles have met before. I've met. She's received many of my arrows. That demon does not follow the rules of law. And with that, he grits his teeth and will not speak any more of that subject. So, what did Nynthalis tell you?
Only thing she told us really was basically not to trust Chandrala.
And with that, Nyx looks over behind her and glares in the direction of Chandrala.
And you trust a demon?
I trust no one. And like I said before, since we've arrived in this town, there's been a lack of information sharing and threats. And I think even some people decided to wanted to try and throw me in jail. So no, I'm sorry. I don't trust anyone. I don't trust Niflis. I don't trust Chandrala. And I'll be honest, I don't really trust you. So, until someone can give me a reason to trust is earned, not freely given.
So, then he goes, that's totally fair. Now, all I could tell you about Nithalise myself is that I met her at Elderflower as I was trying to escort the young Thanatos out of the town for protection. That town was burnt because of the demons.
And yet they claim that they did not burn it and said it was you. So I'm beginning to wonder, is someone playing both of you? Who really burnt Elderflower? That's the magic question, isn't it?
Give me an insight check. Oh, fuck, I'm not going to beat that.
Bitch! Oh, the dice are loving my role playing tonight, let me tell you.
Yes, and you could tell that he is defeated and goes, you are right, I did not smell the sulfur that comes from hellfire. But you could tell that he is telling the truth when he is saying he did not see any of the elves burning down the town. That is not what they would do. They were there to save the town themselves. And they put the blame on the demons as they were entering into town.
Quick sidebar. Did Damien share what he saw of the memory?
No, he did not.
Okay.
But he is speaking that before you say that, as basically, I was good to see how far you've broken him down, and you've damn well broken him down, at least at this point. So along with that, he will state that, but Chandrala said it had to be the demons, and I must have had an off day smelling, whatever that means.
Well, then the question to me is, who burned Elderflower and why? Both sides of this spat that has nothing to do with us seem to think it was each other, which implies to me that if someone else is involved and that you've both been a bunch of patsies.
He nods and goes, that's a fair assessment.
So I guess the million gold question is, what now?
And he goes, we continue speaking the truth to each other to figure this out.
Damien kind of chimes in and just says, all right. I can understand now that you probably don't know. And if you did know who did it, this wouldn't be such a conundrum. But answer me this, though. Who would benefit and why would they benefit from burning it down?
That's why we thought it was the demons.
And knowing it's not them, who would be next in line?
Is there anyone who would benefit from the elves and the demons going after each other?
In fairness, I don't know how many people would fare or even think of about demons. But the elves, we are always attacked. Especially by the Thieves Guild. I think they want this town especially for their new base.
We've had run-ins with the Thieves Guild before. A particularly nasty little fellow named Quanton.
Oh, that
Quentin.
bastard.
His name's Quentin.
No, it's Quanton.
And that's not actually his name.
What do you mean, Alesh?
Damien said something about my dad, and I just remember being an elderflower that day, and before the fire, we were talking about Quantum Quinton, and didn't always go by that name. He always wanted to be called Quantum, but we called him Quinton anyways. Was a good buddy until the fire. Always saying he wanted to get out of Elderflower, but I don't know if he did it, but he probably had something to do with it.
Well, maybe he is part of the Elderflower. I don't know. We only know him as a Quantum. Now, so, your father was the owner of the trade?
Yep, that was him.
I see.
Mom was out gathering that day.
Huh. I could see the family resemblance.
Yeah, I didn't remember him myself until we went back.
He was a gentleman. You'd be proud of him. He'd be proud of you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
He said you would be proud of. He would be proud of you. He was a kind and gentle man.
I certainly hope so. But right now, we got to focus on getting our family back together. And by family, I mean you guys. So
Wow.
we should all work together.
Either the fates or the kingdom is playing a mysterious game with us if we all have a connection that we were unaware of, as we've been brought together by Lady Death.
Gorbag. Gorbag's been one of the few heroes that's actually been an ally to the elves. One of the few heroes that I've actually been able to talk to without having to shoot and run away.
And somehow, a bunch of us all have this connection, have all been selected as a party to fight for Lady Gorbag's entertainment.
You know
so my question is, what does Lady Gorbag know about us that we apparently don't?
That's a great question. You know, Lady Gorbag has not had adventurers in over 120 years.
Wait, so the last parties before us, the 299th party was 120 years ago?
No.
We're party 3.
You're party 300. She hasn't
That's what
had
I just
a party.
Said 300.
Yeah. There's a, so just to kind of, here's going to explain that there's a party every 6 months, and every time that it is her turn, so once every 6 years or so, she passes. This is the first time since literally her very first party that she got to choose, because she was chosen the year before. So he is just surprised that she has actually sponsored an adventuring party. She prefers not to, usually.
I guess there's a lot of people I'd love to ask questions of at this point.
So would I. Unfortunately, out here, we don't get to hear much of the actual kingdom. The elves don't really live with the rest of the kingdom. We live with our own rules. But we try to stay on the fair end of the kingdom, as we do not wish to start any wars.
Damien kind of nudges in, feeling like this might be his only opportunity to find something out. Says, hey, do you remember, this may not be enough information, but remember the memory that I have of my father slaying 3 deer in one day, making some jerky out of it as well. Do you ever remember a man, since you're a hunter yourself, that might fit that profile?
Jaden! Your father's Jaden? Me and him farmed together all the time.
Guess that might have been him.
He never had a beard, though. He was always clean shaven. I didn't know beards ran in the family.
Well, decided to grow this one in the last couple of days. It's a little bit of an odd story. But, do you happen to know how long he was
that was pretty good.
single father? Do you know if there was ever anyone else in his life? Possibly a mother?
She died giving birth to his only child. He never remarried. Unfortunately, do not
trade.
Yes, I do not remember her name. I apologize. I never met her.
Did you know anything more about him? Was he a good man? Was he a good hunter? Was that even his job? Or was it more for casual?
His job was not really to hunt, but he was a good friend of mine. And instead, he was the butcher. But he preferred to hunt his own food, which I respect, as he literally pounds his chest with his right hand in a very honorable salute. He wasn't the greatest hunter, but he could get a kill every day or so. I was better, but we always had great fun together and always had enough work for him afterwards for him to be happy.
Answers a lot of questions about why every meal was meat when I was growing up. Glad he was a good man. Thank you.
He goes, it's an honor. And unfortunately, the main reason I came to Elderflower as it was burning was to save Jaden. But I couldn't find him.
Well, thank you for your attempt. I'll be forever grateful. I appreciate it. Give kind of a bow.
With that, he goes, oh, I remember you. And he looks at Fina. You sold flowers. Well, not you. Your parents did. You were too young still. But you loved picking those flowers. You even gave one to me.
Just do.
I'm gonna make a quick out of character comment. Why am I getting like severe Final Fantasy VIII? And we all knew each other from the orphanage vibes.
Because I'm literally an orphan.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that fits Alesh and Damien very well.
I'm literally an orphan.
We've all forgotten each other from the orphanage. Anyway, if anyone's played Final Fantasy VIII, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, sorry.
Nope, never played it.
The only thing with
Oh
Final
my
C8, the entire
Man.
story was 100,000% on acid.
Hey, this story is on acid too.
Yeah.
No, not quite.
Okay,
We're getting there.
psychedelics.
We're
We got
getting
some
there.
shrooms. We got some mild. We got a microdose of shrooms in our teas this morning. Okay,
Yes.
fucking demon
I'm sorry for the
stones.
derail, but I've been thinking that for a few minutes, and I just like I got to make a snarky comment anyway.
And he just looks at Nyx and Kithley and goes, I don't recognize you two at all. But that's okay. If Gorbag chose you, there has to be a reason.
Some people think Nick's started the fire. I actually didn't say that. Sorry, I'm tired.
With that,
Wait, so that wasn't an in-character thing, or what was? Hang on.
No, it wasn't. I apologize. I'm off my rocker.
That's okay. I'm not exactly, like I said, doing swell today. Seems like everyone's having a hard day today. So if you're
I
having a
feel
hard
like
day
no
today,
one's here today. It's just
Yeah,
mad
I'm
having a
not
game
as
with
here as
himself.
normal.
Yeah, we're not playing at our best today, unfortunately. And unfortunately, it's kind of a story-heavy day, so that sucks. But
Yeah, there hasn't been much that I could contribute today, though.
Okay, I'm gonna jump back to in character for a moment here.
All right,
So
3, 2, 1.
wait, so you didn't say anything about? Just to be clear, you did not say that comment in
No,
character.
no. Fuck no.
Okay, I'll let you roll it back.
All right, just swallowed that one back real quick.
Well, I have a memory, I think maybe of you. I don't know. You seem familiar, like I saw you in Elderflower and some other young child, and I don't know, like the young child was in robes.
Huh. That was Thanatos. He was in a robe, and that was it was an elven robe, because we were trying to get him away without other people seeing, as Dragonborn are not very common in these parts.
The only other thing I remember from this disjointed memory was the feeling of burning, and it hurt. It hurt a lot.
Roll an insight check. You can tell that he feels uncomfortable, but goes, I don't remember you.
That
But
was
Is
a
there
strange
anyone
look on your
above you that
face
has the
there.
power to wipe your memories then?
No, I don't remember you. I remember seeing a creature in white and a smaller creature that was all in white. I
Have you
don't recognize you.
ever heard the name Bright Rattler?
No.
Hmm.
But that would be a good description of both characters, though.
Both what?
Of the ones you've seen but don't remember?
That is correct. Yes.
And what were those characters doing?
The smaller one was doing nothing. The larger one just told me to keep Thanatos safe. But did it tell me? Or did it? I don't know. I thought I heard it say keep Thanatos safe, but I didn't see its mouth move.
But possibly it spoke telepathically to you?
Could be.
You ever heard the name Zabos?
No. Actually, hold on. Oh, that's
No.
cocked. Oh, hell no. No.
Did you just roll a 1?
Yeah, that dude just rolled a -3 for history.
Oh my.
And the other one was cocked at a 2, which would have been a -2. So, no, he does not. No, I do not know who this person is. Damien, give me a perception check at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we need
Yep,
disadvantage.
we're
on that.
done. Yep, okay. You see nothing. Continue on. No, I do not know of this Zabos. Should I? I'm a general, not a historian.
Why don't we go get the history guy then?
Actually,
For another time, perhaps.
Rothometer tells Chandrell, summon him. She pushes back and says, no. He says, summon him now. She casts a spell of sending to Virion, who will receive it at some point. And go on, continue. As she reluctantly casts sending.
And Damien just waits. He's not sure what's going on.
Neither does Virion. He is forgetful and forgets exactly how to get there. So, is there anything else that you guys want to know? Virion is now talking to the guards because he totally forgot why he was summoned.
I've run out of ideas for questions.
You hear
Damien
shouting
kind of coughs under his breath. Oh,
You hear shouting from the female elf saying, "Get your butt in there! They've been waiting for you for a while." And all of a sudden, you hear C, the historian, come up and sit down. You summoned me?
might be a question for you next.
As Rothometer just goes, "Who's this Zabos?" Oh, Zabos the Wise?
Zabos the Wise. Who is Zabos the Wise?
He's the most powerful demon in all of the hellscapes.
Ah.
We would call him king or mayor, but that's not quite the proper feeling for Zabos. Instead, he is by far the most powerful demon and controls most of the 9 hells. He is the leader of... Second, I gotta get
The Crimson Emporium?
That is correct. Very good. Point for Nyx. And the Crimson Emporium's really three big conglomerates of itself. It is controlled by something called the board. And of course, I roll a 20 with the historian, so you guys are going to get the full history.
Can we get a typed Google Docs of this one?
Nope.
I'm typing.
I've
most
been writing
all of it.
down a lot of notes, but I apparently must have. I don't know if I accidentally closed or didn't save one of my note files from I think I'm like 2 sessions ago, and I'm very annoyed by that.
Okay,
But anyway,
I got it.
And the board is made up of 3 major groups. One is the Blistering Wastes, or the Blistering Wasteland. We're not exactly sure which is it's called, as it's been called both on our ancient scrolls. The Blistering Wastes is a desertless, hellish landscape. The towns are all named pretty plainly prairie savanna. They don't. Their harsh living conditions makes names very tough to go by. There's also the Ember Fields. This is by far the most strongest of the 3. They have the most powerful army of within the Crimson Emporion. The army is led by Nynthalis the Mystic. She has been leading this party as a tiefling for over 2,000 years. We know her very well here, even though she doesn't look like to be over 30. It's as if age and time has no effect on her at all. And the towns are by far the most plentiful, and they're all named similar to mercury and sodium and other ghoulish names. And the other one is called the Ifrit Lands, where an Ifrit archive controls these lands. They're by far the most magical of the realm, but their power is nigh compared to the Ember Fields. And through those 3 is led by Zabos. And he talked about much other details, and that lasted for over 45 minutes. Rothamer is actually asleep.
wait. Hang on, wait.
Rothamer is who?
Rothamer is the general.
Oh, Nyx managed to not fall asleep listening to.
But Rothamer has fallen asleep. Actually, he hasn't just fallen asleep. He's snoring as at this point. And then he wakes up, and Virion does not pay any attention to the snoring and says, Rothamer, is that good enough for you? And he's like, yeah, that's great. Thank you, Virion.
I real quick, just Rothameter. Is it Rothamer or Rothameter? By the way, I'd written down Rothameter.
Rothamer.
I thought you said Rothameter. Okay. Is he human or elven?
He is definitely elven.
Okay, thank you.
He's elven and he's Dan's father, or not Dan.
Thanatos.
Thanatos.
He is. He stated the group calls him his father, but he is just the trainer of Thanatos from a young age.
Rothamer, I have one last question. Do you have any recollection of a human ranger amongst your ranks?
No. No, I do not. Not within the Rangers Guild.
Okay. Thank you.
Did we notice after the whole ordeal if there was still anything in the sky?
Paul?
I have no idea what that was. Sorry, guys. Can
Okay,
you
Paul.
repeat, Rothmer?
I was just saying, did any of us notice after we destroyed the little summoning circle thing if there was still anything in the sky?
Oh, the blackness, the tear. Yes, that is still definitely in the sky.
Did it change at all from when we destroyed that thing?
When you destroyed it, no. There's still a tear in the sky. But it's only been a half a day, and honestly, it's going to be pretty hard to tell if you've had any effect on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess all there is left is to collect our reward for taking care of things, Wouldn't you say, Nix?
Rothmir goes, "What was the reward promised to you?"
We were promised some kind of magical item.
From where?
Ancient relic of sorts? From the armory?
Oh, okay. I understand. He shouts out, "Lura, get the dragon bow from the armory." As you hear, and then she walks in. Maybe she walks in. There we go. And plops down. The gift here is one of you guys can hold onto is a bronze dragon bow +1.
I think I can use that.
Oh, hang on. Before I'm going to cast. Can I click on this? Wait, here we go. I want to class identify on it just to verify what it is.
So it is. You can pop up on your inventory screen what it is. It is a longbow that is in the shape of a dragon. It is a +1. Does 1d8 damage plus 1d6 lightning damage.
That's pretty sweet.
Rothmer
This
goes,
feels-
"See, that goes to Thanatos."
Oh, I had every intention of making sure it went to Thanatos. But thank you.
With that, he goes, "You may not trust Chandrella. All fairness, we don't quite 100% trust her either, but all I could do is ask for another favor.
And what would that favor be?
There is a hobgoblin nest that we need cleared out. We fear that They are going to be used for a much larger assault by the Thieves Guild. I would like you to take them out for us before they can attack us. We will be attacking another hobgoblin group as well, trying to thin out the herd.
You've piqued my interest, but as always, the million gold question is, what's the payment?
He states, "What are you looking for?"
Well, it seems you elves have, perhaps slightly more magical things in your vaults than many of the people around these areas do. So, maybe there's something like that, or, an appropriate gold reward, depending on what is more valuable.
He looks at, for weapons, most of our magic is with bows, and it doesn't look like most of you are bow users. So, roll me a persuasion check.
Weird that you would say roll a persuasion check.
And let's see what he rolls. All right. I will look for something in the armory to satisfy you. I expect that you guys treat our dragon bow as a acceptable payment for the last endeavor.
It is. And like I said, Thanatos will absolutely receive it. And Nick says that with full sincerity.
With that, I'm going to look into our armory and see what I can find. I can't make any promises, but I will find something of equivalent value for you.
I hope you do. If not, I'm sure that we'll make sure that we are paid properly in gold, because our time seems to be increasing in value as of late.
He says, "Fair enough." And with that, I must be off. And he gives Lauren a point on their map. And you can see the map of Emerald Forest on the table here.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, she points somewhere to the southeast.
Southeast? Okay.
And when Thanatos is ready, we will tell him what glyphs to take a look at to get to the correct place. As Rothmer goes and gets ready for his attack. And with that, it is 9:40. And I think we shall leave it for today.
That works for me.
Be back in 1 second. So YouTube, thank you for the follow. I am going to cancel at this point. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Please give me a like and follow if you enjoyed.